Okay. Next, we're going to look for the domain and range and x and y intercepts of the following graph. And so we say that the x-intercepts are called the zeros of the function. And these are the x values for which f of x equals 0. So these are the values of x where f of x, or y of f equals f of x equals 0. Okay, so now the first question is use the vertical line test to determine whether this graph is a function. So I'll let you guys think about that for just a second. Try drawing some vertical lines and see if it ever intersects the graph in more than one place. And the answer is yes, this is a function because the vertical line test intersects every point in this graph exactly once. Or every vertical line intersects this graph at most once. We want to find the function's domain. And so in this case, you can actually get every value of x by moving to the left or right. These arrows here represent the fact that this curve is going to continue on to the left and right in infinite directions. So the domain here is negative infinity to infinity. Every real number is in the domain. And then the range is all the possible outputs, and you can see that this continues on in the negative y direction all the way to negative infinity, and it stops right here at y equals 4. So the range is going to be negative infinity to y equals 4. And you include the endpoint y equals 4 because that happens when x equals negative 1. So when x equals negative 1, y is equal to 4, and so that goes into the range. All right, now the x-intercepts are where y equals 0, and there are 2 points. There's x equals negative 3 and x equals 1. And then the y-intercept occurs at 0, 3, so the y-intercept is y equals 3. And then the function, so now we want to find the function's values at the points negative 2 and 2. So what this is asking for you to do is to look on the x-axis where x equals negative 2, and we want to look for the corresponding y value, which is 3. So f of negative 2 is 3. Now f of 2, it looks like f of 2 is down here, and so that's the point negative 5. Y equals negative 5. Okay, so that's all the information you can get from the graph of a function.